Hello, welcome everyone. We will continue our chapter that is networking, network architecture. Network architecture basically means how we will connect the others computer to make a network. So there are the two main types, peer-to-peer network and client-server network. I have told you in the previous video about the client-server architecture. In client-server network, it is a network where several computers called clients or workstation are connected to the main computer called server. Here there is a one main computer that is called a server. Each and every file is in only in main server, and other system which are connected to the main server are called workstation or node, or you can say a client. Example of is your Ursal software, where there is a main server where you submit your homework, and each and every file is always remain in the, like your videos and homework always remain in the main server, and the all the mobiles or computing system which by which we use Ursal are called clients. That is the example of client server network. Next is peer to peer. It is a network where a few computers having equal capacity and capabilities are connected together to use the resources available on the network. Example, like you use your hotspot and use another system to connect with it with the help of Wi-Fi. That is also a peer-to-peer example, and in peer-to-peer you have to combine the two or more system by using cables, and they all are combined together to share the resources. Most of the time when these types of network has been made, all the system are of equal capabilities to share resources. Sorry. So in peer to peer, it's not necessary that we are using a wireless, we can use a wire network also. And like examples, when your computer is connected with a you can say your printer, that is also a peer-to-peer network. Network security, the most aspect in computer networking is data security. So in a computer we have to see how our data will be secure, as many of the computers are connected together to make a network. Networking security means protecting data and resources from access by unauthorized person. So if there are more than one person accessing the same data, we have to check that whether an unauthorized person, that means a person who is not have the authority to check that data, is accessing that data or not. So we have to keep the security for that purpose. There are two general levels of network security: login security and write security. In login security, you are given a unique name and password. Sorry. Like in your Ursal, you are getting an admission number, and for the password you have that your mobile number. That is your login security. Only you know your admission number, so only you can open your Ursal account. That is your login security. And the second level of network security is write security. Based upon the username, you are given rights like read only access or read write access, or no access at all. A combination of rights can be granted to the same user for different set of data. Like in your software, same given, I will give you the example of the same your Ursal software. You have the only the read access of the LMS. Only in tutorials you can check the read the data, you can only access the videos, you can't upload. But in homework portal you have to upload the images of your homework. That is the read write security, in which you can read also and you can write also something. That is read write security. They are the two aspects of security. Here your chapter is finished. that's that is much there. So we will revise some of the points of this chapter from the starting that I have given you in the previous video. Networking: a computer network enables two or more computers to share data and peripheral devices. They communicate with each other as well as work independently. They can also share printers, modem, and other peripheral devices. Peripheral devices are those devices which we connect with computer externally. So computer networking basically means is the combination of two or combining of two or more computing devices to share resources. We have discussed this. Advantages of networking: efficient use of storage media. As if we are on the make a networking, we are on client server architecture, the storage media will be less, as we don't require the storage media on other workstation or clients. We only need a storage media on server. Preserving on information: we can take the backup of the server very easily. It is not necessary to take the backup of every workstation. We have to only take the backup from the server. Reduction in hardware cost, as we don't have to put the CPUs and the other hard storage devices to all the other workstation. So there will be a less hardware cost. Efficiency, as we have to update only a main server or delete or files from the only from the main server, or add the files only in the main server. So the efficiency will be there as the work is less in client server architecture. Redundancy is the duplication of data, where if there all the data is saved in a main server, there will be a less chances of redundancy, as duplicate files will not be made. Because document delivery is the example is internet, as the document we can deliver at a very high speed. Networking components: computers or other devices that communicate with each other on a networks are called nodes or station. Cables are the most common media of communication. Other medium include optical fiber, wireless transmission, and satellite signal. So in networking components, we know that we have to make a network by the use of cables or Wi-Fi, like hotspot you use for the Wi-Fi. Satellite signal, like you use satellite signals for your TVs, and the optical fiber is a cable where we can use for the very fast internet. Then there was the types of network. There I told you there are the three types of networks: LAN, MAN, and WAN. Local area network. Local area network: two or more computer and peripheral devices are connected within a small area, such as room, office, building, or campus. It is based on the geographical basis. All these three types, like LAN for the local area, means a school building or a campus or in a home, where you make a connection in, like in your home, or suppose in our school, like we have that LAN system in our computer lab. That is the example of LAN. And in MAN, metropolitan area network, which means within the network within the city. Within the city, the example is cable, where when a cable operator provides the cable in each and every house of a city. It not goes beyond the city, only within a city it provides you the network. So that the example of metropolitan area network. Then WAN, wide area network: two or more computers located at far away places. They are linked by communication facilities like telecommunication or satellite signals. In WAN, there are two or more computer which is located at the different places, at far away places. It is not necessary that far away places means outside the world, outside the city. So in with outside the city, if anyone, or within the city, if anyone is using WAN technology, then it will be a WAN. And suppose if somebody is in another state or is in another country, is also an example of WAN, by which we are using telecommunication or the satellite medium to make a network, where we are using this type of technology to make a network. Example is internet. With the help of internet, if suppose somebody is in just nearby, is living nearby me, and I am using the internet and we are making a network, that is also an example of WAN. So the system which we are using this type of technology, that like telecommunication and satellite signal, they comes under the WAN. Example is internet. So that's all for your video. Thank you.